I'm Stephen Leon Lutz, gear specialist at Backcountry Edge.
And I'm Chris Horton, product guy at Osprey Packs.
Chris and I are talking about Osprey's Kestrel and Kyte series of packs. At Backcountry Edge, we've always prided ourselves on being the big pack guys. If you're headed out an extended backpacking trip, we've got all the packs for you. And sometimes we overlook some of the smaller packs for day hiking or any other types of trips that might be going on. And Chris is going to tell us a little bit more about the Kestrels and the Kytes.
That's right, we can't backpack every weekend. Well, we could, but some of us don't for some reason. So for those quick day hikes or going climbing, going to the farmer's market, traveling, you can do all of that with one bag. And that's kind of what Kestrel was designed off, is to be that quiver of one. Whatever your activity is today might be different tomorrow, and we still wanted to have the same use. So with that comes lots of features, lots of good fit, lots of good durability to just basically accomplish anything.
A great price too on the Kestrels and the Kyte. The Kyte, again, being the women's specific versions of the Kestrels, correct?
Exactly. Women's specific fit, smaller torso sizes are available, but same feature set. This model, the 36 and the 38, the Kyte 36, Kestrel 38, stretch mesh pockets, bungee attachment for an ice axe loop, or trekking poles, or camera tripod, sleeping pad straps, sleeping bag compartment, daisy chain, attachment loops here, pocketing on the top, hip belt pockets, adjustable torso. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. That's kind of the great thing about this. We even have the hidden features like a built-in rain cover, where just stored inside of this, pop it out, you can throw it out on a rainy day. Not something you have to buy separate or remember, it's always going to be there. And that's kind of that thing, is no matter what you run into, this is going to be able to handle it.
Now the Kestrel and the Kyte come in a lot of different versions as far as capacities, some top lidded, some without.
Yep.
The suspension system on the back, is that consistent throughout the line?
It varies. When you're carrying like our smaller 28 liter, and then you move up to the 32 and then 38, 48. The suspension changes. You get either a frame or a thicker frame sheet. The padding also changes. So it's all specific to the pack. Everything is really thought of down to the detail. With huge feature sets, the larger ones come with a lower sleeping bag compartment if you want to go backpacking, but all of them come with the built-in rain cover, dual ice axe loops with a bungee tool tie-off, the daisy chain. In fact, the buckles, the compression side straps, are reversible. So you can actually bring them around and connect them to themselves. So if you want to carry a snowboard, snowshoes, extra camera gear, or anything like that, you can just bring those around.
That's on the lower portion too, or just
lower portion
up
as well? Yeah, we do the same exact thing. And then you have the front and side stretch mesh pockets, water bottles, things you want to keep handy like snacks. And then on the back side, big lid, and then and hip belt compartment.
The suspension system on the packs, is it the same throughout the series? I know we've got larger versions, we've got smaller versions. Is that consistent throughout? Yeah,
the internal constructions will change based on like load range. Smaller volumes carrying less weight, larger volumes carrying more weight. But as far as adjustability, full hip belt, all have the same. So the men's come in two sizes, a small medium and a medium large. The women's will come in an extra small and a small medium. And they're both fully adjustable with a big 4-inch range of adjustability. Again, even though it's a day pack and maybe you're only carrying 10 pounds sometimes, you still want a really good fit because that does add to the level of comfort.
Sure. Large hip belt pockets, that's consistent as well throughout the line?
Yep. You have good access. While you're hiking, you want access to certain things, whether it's a camera or food. So we want to give you that access with the side pockets and the hip belt pockets. There's another thing too, is like when you're out and sometimes you're scrambling, you've got to go up, you've got to grab something, or if you're hiking with your kids, you need to get a hold of them. And if you've got trekking poles, which are very handy when you're hiking, they save the knees, there's an easy way to basically store those quickly. We have a stow on the go system. You have an attachment on the side, so the poles will go through there, and then you attach the handle loops right on your harness. So then your hands are free to do whatever you need to do, take a photo, eat, and they can just grab those, extend it back out, and keep on hiking. So again, really well thought out features so that when you go, whatever you're gonna run into, you're gonna be all set.
Just so much versatility built into the Kestrel and Kyte. I guess it's almost hard to come up with an activity that they won't work for.
Yeah, exactly. No, great all-around pack. If you just want to buy one and don't know what you're gonna run into, just buy the Kestrel and the Kyte.